The visitors on the scoreboard, the Roadrunners of Nazareth Academy, against the home team on the scoreboard, Lemont High School. We ask all fans and spectators to support good sportsmanship during this contest. Please be positive and cheer on your team. We are all here to support the student athletes regardless of the game's outcome. Now let's meet the starting lineups for this afternoon's game. First for the visiting Roadrunners of Nazareth Academy. At guard, 5'9".
Hello everyone and welcome to day 2 of the 49th annual Jack Tosh Holiday Classic Tournament. Today we have the Lemont Indians taking on the Nazareth Academy Roadrunners. I'm Connor Choi. With me is Christian McQuaid. And Christian, what can you tell us about these two teams about a face-off? They both lost in day 1 and they just watched a delay after the games in the Campbell Gym started off a little bit slow and late because that last game went long.
Right, so we know about this Lemont team. They're pretty solid last year. They had a great run in the Tosh, but they did lose their two best players, those being the Castillo twins, when they were led by Matas and Rokas. But after losing them, players with Ryan Rusas and Cletus Pazakis, they're the only two seniors that play a lot of minutes, and they're going to have a big impact for this team. And on the other hand, for the Roadrunners, they're going to have to depend on guards like Ryan Lewis, Rasim Johnson, Matthew Callahan. They're going to be a big part of why Nazareth hangs in this game if they want a good chance of hanging in with a pretty good Lemont basketball team.
Yeah, it'll be another interesting game and quite an exciting one. There's been a lot of great games so far in this tournament. These are two evenly matched up teams. Here we go for tip-off. It's Shea Glotzbach who loses the tip-off. Number 33, Danny Wisniewski. And Nazareth starts with the ball. Johnson brings it up, swings it over. Right arc, nice bounce pass. Wisniewski, who has it top the key. And that was an errant pass that's going to be stolen by Lemont. Runas brings it up, and his pass was stolen. So back-to-back turnovers early to start the game. Driving pull-up jumper is gonna go. Wow. Number 21, Talon Pearson knocks it down.
Wow, that was some DeMar DeRozan type stuff there. A little fadeaway mid-range action. Love to see it. That's a great start for the Roadrunners.
Pearson averaged 14.8 points per game in last year's Tosh for the Nazareth Academy, as there's another pass. Nearly gets stolen instead. Ends with a foul.
Yeah, one thing about this Nazareth team, they love to push the ball out in transition instead of slowing down the offense. That's one of their strong suits, and if they're going to want to win today against a very tough Lemont team, that's definitely something they're going to have to be looking out for.
Another inbound that gets knocked out of bounds by Nazareth. Hands are all over the ball defensively. Douglas gets it into Runas. Swings it over to Eshgetsuich under the basket, over to the corner. Slow it down, drives left side, goes up, draws the foul. Douglas gonna go to the line.
Wow, just a great job by Douglas to enforce some contact, throw his body into the defender, draw the foul, and now he has a chance to hit 2 free throws at the charity stripe. We'll see if he can tie this ball game up.
First one, no good.
Into the game for the Roadrunners, number 40, Eddie Austin.
Number 40, Eddie Austin checks in for Nazareth. Second free throw is gonna go. It's a 2-1 ball game. Austin has it, swings it back. They trap him. All in the corner. Pearson down low, kicks it. And the bucket is good. Danny Wisniewski
Wow, Wisniewski just uses his body very well, creates an easy layup. Now a 3-point lead.
Now Lemont trying to respond, down 3, pull-up jumper's good. 24, Alanis Castillo.
Wonder if he's related to one of the Castillo twins. Wouldn't be surprised knowing that they went to Lemont, and there's a forced turnover.
Game. Kadishkovich kicks it out to the top of the key. Now they find him cutting. He goes up with it and lays it in. They find Ryan Runas on the back cut, and then makes it 5-4. Lemont with the lead.
Exactly, Connor Runas just makes a great cut and just a great pass from the other teammate, which led to an easy basket. And here come the Roadrunners down the floor.
They go down low once again. Danny Wisniewski once again gets the basket. He's got 4 points early in the first quarter. Lemont going down low. They're going to get fouled.
Don't let me speak a little too early, but this matchup looking very even here to start out this game. Both teams, size-wise, match up pretty well. I mean, they're both smaller teams. I wouldn't say both of them have a really big player, but Wisniewski's got a decent amount of size to him for Nazareth.
Stands at 6'6" for the Roadrunners. Castillo, top the key, he's 6'4". He's in some trouble, he's got to get rid of it, kicks it out. Now to the corner, 3 ball, it's gonna go. Simas Diglis knocks it down.
Ooh, almost walked there.
Wisniewski able to save himself, now they drive, left side. Kick it down, Wisniewski can't hold on, he's in some trouble. Picked up by Lemont.
Ooh.
Piskauskas going, kicks it, makes the extra pass. Now they hit it in the corner. Castillo swings it out.
Ooh.
Right arc, now they drive. Finds its way back to Castillo. His 3 won't go. Rebound. Second chance point is good. Clytus Piskauskas.
Look at Piskauskas doing the dirty work, huh? A little guard action, getting some boards, putting it back up. Getting his team up by 4 here early.
5'11" guard. Able to get the offensive board. Puts his team ahead 10-6 with 4:37 left to go. Day 2 of the Jack Tosh live on York Sports Network. We'll be back after the timeout. Back from timeout, it's a 10-6 lead for Lemont. Nazareth trying to respond. They were up 5-6. They're having some trouble getting the ball up the court.
Oh, wow. Really good trap from the
Chrisman
Indians.
In some trouble. And it's a 10-second violation on Nazareth.
You know, Connor, I'm a big fan of bringing out full court pressure to start a game. I feel like it just puts so much pressure on the other team attempting to break it, and you just see it there.
Yeah.
It's a great way to come out with, get some momentum early.
And you see how effective it is. We watch full court press all the time run by the York girls basketball team, and that's the same type of thing. Missed layup. Tried going to the left hand, wasn't on point, and there's gonna.
That's the right call.
Yeah, foul called. Pearson.
And I think you're going to see him take a lot of shots. Pearson, standing at 6'6", I know he can shoot the ball. You saw him knock down that mid-range earlier to get the game started. I think they're going to have him score a lot if they're going to want a good chance at winning this ball game.
Pearson definitely the #1 option on the team. Pearson has it, dumps it down low to Wisniewski. He's working in the post, puts it up. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Lemont. Castillo brings it up. Working on Pearson, kicks it out.
That was a tough move.
Whistle blown.
Guess who stepped in? Pearson, the guy we were just talking about for a charge.
Yeah, great job by Pearson keeping his feet set. taking the contact. Pearson kicks it out to Johnson. He gets it right back. Johnson still behind half court. They got to get up, and another 10-second violation on Nazareth.
You see the turnovers, those are possessions that are gonna catch up with you later in the game. When you're down a basket, or even 1 point, things like that are gonna catch up with you, and you have to make sure you get that ball across. You get 10 seconds. In the NBA, you only get 8. They're being generous by giving you an extra 2 seconds in high school here.
Exactly. Castillo has it, pull up 3, knocks it down.
Bang, bang, bang.
Fights through the contact, makes the shot. It's 13-6. Now on an 8-0 run. And Nazareth once again struggles to get it up. They finally do. Pearson has it, drives, pulls up from the free throw line, knocks it down. Taylon Pearson.
They're frozen.
Ice cold. They tried going for the reverse layup. It's no good. That was Zane Schneider from Lemont.
Pickpocket.
Wisniewski can't hold on. Low pass, he couldn't get down. In the corner, they drive, kick it out. Right arc 3, wide open. Ooh. Not gonna go. Who's got it?
Pearson does.
After a lot of hot potato. Pearson pulls up. His jumper, no good.
Pearson loves that mid-range, man. He plays just like DeMar. Plays just like DeMar.
Foul number 15, Shake. Team's third. Nazareth basketball and
Pearson kicks it out now. Nazareth just moving it around. Now they find Pearson in the corner. Johnson has it, kicks it out. Right arc 3, it's good.
Nylon.
Number 24, Oliver de Santiago.
Great job by Santiago to come off the bench and knock down a big 3. Build some momentum back after having a hard time, with the turnovers, getting the ball over the timeline.
They're driving left side, bad pass, goes out of bounds. That's a Lemont turnover.
Now the momentum coming back to Naz. Basketball is just a game of runs, Sometimes you're feeling it, sometimes you're not, but it's all about which team can end up closing the game out. In games like this, it seems like this one's going to come down to the wire as of now, but it's a little early still.
Lemont went on an 8-0 run. Naz is now on a 5-0 run, and that's a turnover by the Roadrunners. Castillo, corner 3, knocks it down. 16-11 your score.
Castillo now at 8 points, half of his team's points, and he's loving that corner 3 ball. He's taken 2 and knocked both of them down. Looks like there's a little foul there, a little chippy by the Indians.
Reach and foul. It's going to be Matas Gadushkevis. Pearson controls traffic, swings it out.
Pearson's open.
Peterson drives. Ooh, lays it in, drives going with the left, gets the foul. He's heading to the line.
Yeah, just a nice job drawing contact. A little tough finish, but he got hit, so he'll go to the line for a pair.
team's fifth in line to shoot 225.
First free throw's good.
Nazareth, they had a little bit of a hard first-round matchup, but they hung in against their opponent. It came down to the end, I'd say, around the fourth quarter is when they started pulling away. But, just for Nazareth, last year, they struggled in the Tosh, but this year they're looking a lot different, and the chemistry seems to be a lot better for this Roadrunner squad.
Castillo has it. Kicks it into the corner. Good defense by Pearson, eliminating the back cut from Castillo.
This pressure from the Roadrunners at the top, huh?
Yeah, Lemont can't get anyone on the cut. Now Runas has it. Pump fakes, drives, left side, goes up with the floater, knocks it down. 18-12 now your score. 54 seconds and counting.
See if they can break the press here, Connor.
Yeah, Naz hanging back again. They do break the press. 46 seconds, they swing it down. Peterson, 3. Yes, he knocks it down.
Give him that.
18-15, one possession game with 38 seconds left in the first quarter.
You know, you love to see that. That's 4 points off the bench in a matter of seconds. It's great when you can play guys off your bench in top tournament like the Tosh. You're going to have a deep bench.
Pull up 3, short. Rebound, Castillo, catch and shoot. His jumper's not going to go.
So now Roadrunners have a chance to tie this one up. After what seemed to be the Indians' ball game here in the first quarter, the Roadrunners have struck back and now have a chance to tie. Shot clock's not in play here.
5 seconds left. Pearson swings it. 3 ball. It's an air ball. Last second heave from Runas.
Ooh,
that
wow.
was one of the closer heaves we've seen in this tournament. Not going to go. Score holds. Start of the second quarter, Lemont with an 18-15 lead over Nazareth Academy. Connor Choi, Christian McQuaid bringing you the game from the Dick Campbell Gym.
Ooh, wild pass.
Yeah, that was the story of the first quarter, really. Quite a few of those from both sides.
Mostly Naz, I feel like.
We'll see if they can clean it up. Pump fake, drive, left side, floater, gets the friendly bounce and goes in.
But I wouldn't say that that really held Naz down, because with all those turnovers, they still figured out a way to cut the lead down to 3. Now it's back up to 5, but to end that half, or quarter, is down to 3.
Glotzbach with his first basket of the game makes it a 5-point lead for Lemont. Peterson lost it, and here's Runas. Ooh. Oh, he can't lay it in, but he gets hit hard, and that's a foul.
Yeah,
Just crashing into the boards.
He hit the deck hard. Hopefully he's all right. Looks like he's not shaking up, but he's limping a little bit. He'll go to the line. We'll see if he can knock these down, extend the lead even more.
Pearson charged with that foul. His first of the day.
And yeah, Connor, I feel like Pearson, I've already talked about him a lot, but he's not in foul trouble yet, but you got to keep him out of foul trouble if you're the Roadrunners. He's one of those scoring options that you just need. You need him in the game at almost every possession. He needs to at least touch the ball every possession. I'd say he's like the A.J. Levine of Nazareth. A.J. Levine touches the ball every single possession for York. That's their main goal. I think that's what the Nazareth Roadrunners are going to have to do.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line, extending the lead to 7 points. Runas has 6, checks out to get a breather. Checking in is number 3, Kyle Qualling.
Wow.
Peterson
really
to Santiago. Nazareth's got to break the plane. Another 10-second violation.
I was just about to say it, but like I mentioned earlier, bringing out a press is always a great way to get momentum, and constantly the Roadrunners are just turning the ball over possession after possession.
They're just stealing possessions from Naz. 3 10-second violations on the Roadrunners. Castillo has it. Left arc 3. Nylon, he knocks it down. 25-15, 10-point lead for Lemont.
This is where things are going to start to get tricky for the Roadrunners. They got to get a basket here.
Naz, they're in some trouble. They got to swing this one out. Aaron passing it. Stolen by Lemont. Drive, left side. Fighting through contact. Wisniewski on the rebound. Schneider couldn't finish at the rim. Santiago kicks it to the corner. Peterson, 3. No. Foul called.
Nazareth foul number to finish the game. Lisinski is 22nd back in the game for Nazareth. Number 3, Omar Kaji, and number 5, Ryan Lewis.
If I'm Nazareth, you got to get Pearson back in here. He looks not to be too fatigued on the bench, and you can clearly see this Roadrunners offense and defense struggling without him on the floor.
Oh, he didn't see the pass going. He wasn't looking. They get bailed out by a foul. Castillo was right there. Omar Kakaji was not looking.
I'm still wondering if this Castillo kid's related to the Castillo twins, because he's blonde. He kind of looks like them in the face a little bit, and he kind of has a similar play style.
Maybe a younger brother. The younger brother to Matas and Rokas. And there's a steal by Lemont. And stolen back by Naz. Pull-up jumper. Oh, no, it doesn't go in. Kakashi swings it out to the top of the key. Three-pointer, no good. Another offensive rebound for Nazareth. Kakashi directs traffic, gives it to Wisniewski. Has it, top of the key, swings it over, into the corner. 3-ball. It's long.
Just a lid on the hoop right now for the Roadrunners.
Gets it. Keeps it in play. Now Runas behind the back dribble. Ooh, gets tripped up.
It's getting chippy in here.
Both teams are just having a hard time controlling the ball. So I think that just leads to a lot of people diving for it, and there's more contact. There's bound to be more fouls. See what Lemont can do. Glotzbach gives it up to Runas. Runas drives, right side, kicks it to the corner. Glotzbach has it. Wisniewski working on him. Glotzbach can't get it over the head. Wisniewski was too big. Oh, bad pass, and that's going to be stolen by Lemont once again, but a behind-the-back pass intended for Kyle Qualling goes out of bounds.
This first half is just, there's only one word to describe it, and I'd say turnover. It's been turnovers for both sides, and Lemont has still been able to take advantage of it a little more than the Roadrunners, but both teams really struggling with taking care of the ball here.
Big reason why this game is kind of stuck in that 7 to 10 point lead for Lemont. They went out early, and then the turnovers just really started to kick in.
Yeah, Nazareth definitely looked like the better team in the first 5 minutes of this ball game. I mean, it was all them, and then out of nowhere towards the end of the first quarter, the Indians really started to pick up momentum, as Pearson will check back in for the Roadrunners.
Seamus Diglis gets called for a foul on Danny Brzezinski. Peterson checks out. And now Ryan Lewis brings it up, kicks it over to Brzezinski, swings it into the corner. Pearson, who's back in the game. Some trouble, gets hits down. Lewis has it, gets Pearson cutting. Loose ball, who's got it? Ball comes out again. Lemont able to hang on.
One of the Roadrunners' strengths, like I talked about earlier, is they get out in transition, and they're really having a hard time trying to slow down the offense. So I think they got to focus on getting those outlet passes going and cutting to the hoop, and kind of like a three-man weave drill, I'd say, would work out for them the best. Because Lamont's press is just, they cannot go slow, because Lemont runs that 1-2-2 trap that's just so deadly. And I just don't think the Roadrunners
Back from timeout. Lemont with a 10-point lead. The score remains 25-15. Ryan Runas brings it up. Swings it over to Mataska Dushkovic. Now back to Runas under the basket, and it's out of bounds on Ryan Lewis.
So still 4 minutes here remain for halftime, and it's an opportunity for the Roadrunners to get a little momentum going into the break and possibly start to climb back into this ball game.
Runas, three-point attempt. Gets knocked over. No whistle.
He took a shot. And there it is. They try to go in transition, but the Indians just foul right away. They're not letting them do that because they know that's their strong suit.
Lemont foul number 2, Ryan Runas, his first, team's third.
Ryan Runas gets called for the foul, so they're going to start over. Glotzbach was trying to swing it out to Diglis, but Diglis was on the floor. Lewis, spin move, puts up the floater, gets blocked. Ball's all over the place. Nas keeps it. They go down low, and the lay-in is good.
The drought, it's over. The drought.
Alston knocks it down. And we have points. 8-point game. Runas spins. Nice pass. They go to the basket and they get blocked. It's stuffed by Alston.
He said, no, big fella. It's my ball.
Pearson kicks it to the top of the key. Three-pointer. Not going to go. Pearson gets knocked over.
Wow,
He wants a foul call.
Pearson hit the deck hard. I'm surprised there was no foul there. Maybe he was just trying to sell it like a soccer player.
There's a foul there on the floor.
He sold it like a soccer player, didn't he? Here comes Castillo to check back in for the Indians. I feel like they could use his presence right now on the scoring end. Couldn't you agree, Choi?
Yeah, I think they could, and they're really missing him. He's got 11 points already for Lemont. But he did have 2 fouls, which is why he found himself on the bench.
That's a great move, just better defense there, and here goes Pearson.
Pearson driving, pulls up over the head of Castillo, and he knocks it down. Taylon Pearson.
He loves his mid-range.
Makes it a 25-19 game, and now Nazareth's on a 4-0 scoring run.
That's just a shot you cannot give him. That's too easy for him.
That's his bread and butter, Christian. As here's a three-pointer. This one's not going to go. Rebound Alston. He kicks it out. Pearson pushing the floor. Top of the key goes towards his left. Now slows it down.
Where do you think he's going?
The free throw line.
He's going to his mid-range, but
he swings it over. Lewis. Just kicks it out. Back to Kakaji. Alston looking for Pearson. Finds him. Pearson for 3. Ooh. Couldn't get it in. Rebound Wisniewski. And
no.
Oh, they call it jump ball.
No. I'm not sure. That's still only a 6-point game. It's going to stay here, but I saw more of a foul than a jump ball there. Is that Castillo's? They pulled him right away.
Yeah, Castillo's 3rd foul. The leading scorer for Lemont's in some trouble. That's something to definitely keep an eye out for. Pearson has it, kicks it to the corner.
Roadrunners got to take advantage of that.
Lewis pump fake. Gets to Alston in the corner. Kakaji pump fake. Drives to the basket. Gets blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Roadrunners.
I'm right, Connor. You said that Castillo's out, so this is the time to put points on the board here before the half. If you're the Roadrunners, possibly get an inbounds look for your scorer here, Pearson.
Pearson on the inbound goes right to Wisniewski, who gets fouled.
I thought you had a chance at an M1 there, Connor.
So did I. 2 shots for the big man. Tom Simmons, Diglis. Both teams with 4 fouls, 1 away from the bonus. It's new this year. Everyone goes straight to the double bonus. 5 on the 5th foul. Resets each quarter.
Are you a fan of that, Connor?
I like it a lot more, I think.
See, I'm not a fan of it, especially in tight games, you know, where 1 free throw can end the game, and you're guaranteed 2. So I like the bonus where if you miss it, it gives the other team a chance to make it closer. I'm a fan of making games closer, but I could see why they made that rule, as long with the shot clock, obviously.
Shot clock was a great addition by the Jack Tosh committee. Wrzezinski goes 2 for 2 at the line. Lemont trying to respond. Foul call, and it's an and one.
Come on. That's just too nice.
Number 21, Zane Schneider, the 6'2" freshman forward.
That kid's got a bright future at Lemont. We're going to see him in this Tosh tournament for a while. And seeing plays like that just shows you how you can trust in him on the scoring end of the ball.
The only underclassman on the team. Lemont only has 2 seniors, everyone else a junior. And then Schneider at the line. He makes it, completes the 3-point play. Back to a 7-point lead for Lemont. Naz trying to respond. Alstein, nice pass to Wrzezinski, who gets the lay. So forcing the paint today.
Roadrunners are starting to look really strong. You know, they've stopped the turnovers, and they've turned that into points, so.
They have corner 3. Runas can't get it to go. Rebound, Wrzezinski. Naz has an opportunity to make this a 1-possession game. Pearson kicks to the corner. Lewis goes low for Wrzezinski, who goes again.
Get up
Picks
there,
up
big
the
fella.
and one. It's a 3-point game, and Wrzezinski's got a chance to make it a 2-point game for the Nazareth Academy Roadrunners, who were down 10 earlier in this quarter.
Wow, he's just been such an X factor here in this quarter. I mean, he's at 11 points when he knocks down the free throw. Praying no announcers jinx here. This has happened to me many times. Just so you
quite
guys know.
confident. Wrzezinski can blame you if he misses this one.
Yes, yes.
The curse is over. Christian McQuaid.
Guys,
Castillo's back in the
to that.
game. He's working on Pearson. He drives to the corner. Castillo getting doubled. Has to kick it out. Good trap, but that leaves an open 3. Not going to go. Wrzezinski couldn't get the board.
Ooh. Wow, freshman drawing some contact down low again. It's impressive. I mean, that's something a veteran player would do in a situation like that. You're undersized. You just want to draw contact, get some points on the board, but you know, the young freshman stepping up for his team here when they need it.
That's definitely a high IQ play. And he knocks down the free throw. It's now a 3-point game. He's got an opportunity to make it a 2-possession game.
One thing I've noticed, Connor, we haven't seen much 3-point shooting since that first quarter. Both teams have started to close out in those perimeter threes lately.
And the ones they have taken have just not fallen. Schneider goes 2 for 2. It's now a 2-possession game. 45 seconds left to go in the first half. Lewis to Pearson. The pass is tipped. Pearson brings it up. He's driving. Pulls up. Knocks it down. 2-point game. 34 seconds.
Pearson looking like a roadrunner out there, just like his mascot, running the break, pulling up and knocks down an easy jumper. Cuts the lead back down to 2, and guess where it was? The mid-range. You know he loves it.
24 seconds. Shot clock turned off. Good screen. Ryan Lewis gets called for the foul. Both teams in the double bonus. Lewis's first foul of the game. Ryan Runas heads to the line.
That's a big free throw because it makes this a 3-point game. This one's even bigger as it can make it a 2-possession game going into the half.
And he knocks it down, goes 2 for 2, 32-28 your score. So once again, a 2-possession game. Pearson pushing it, now he kicks it out. Pearson gets it back. Kicks it to the corner. Kakaji, one more. Wrzezinski can't get it. Offensive rebound, Wrzezinski puts it up again. No!
Oh my goodness.
7 seconds left. Lemont in some trouble.
That's not a foul. That's not a foul. Come on.
Foul called.
I want to see some excitement, Connor. I don't know about you.
I do too. It's going to be Lewis again. He's got 2 fouls in back-to-back Lemont possessions.
I don't blame him for calling that a foul. I mean, bodies flying everywhere. Clearly a little bit of contact, but it was on both sides. I don't blame him for blowing the whistle there, but I did want to see some excitement. Connor, I know you did too.
Yes. First free throw is good. Runas makes it a 5-point game.
Think if he hits this, they're going to come out with the press, Connor?
Why not?
He doesn't
He
make
doesn't
it, so
hit
we
it.
won't
Who's
see
got it? We're not even going to see a shot. And that's how the half ends. It's a 5-point lead for Lemont. Christian, what does Nazareth need to do to finally recapture the lead?
And you know what I'm going to say. Pearson, he needs to get involved, especially that big man down low. He's been such a factor for them. Wisniewski has just done a great job in the post. He has a few, maybe 1 or 2 and ones, just a bunch of finishes. Just great drawing contact down low. He's been a big factor, but then they got to get him and Pearson involved. And then their bench is going to have to play well. We know Santiago came off the bench, hit a 3, as well as Peterson, who also knocked down a triple. So guys like them are going to have to come off the bench and play a big role if they want a good chance at coming back up against a very well-coached and very disciplined Lemont basketball team.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Christian. 33-28 your score in the Dick Campbell Gym. We'll see you in 9 minutes and 20 seconds for the second half of this Jack Tosh Holiday Classic second round game.
Yeah, that's why I told my dad. Dude. Did you hear about the Panthers thing, or when Jair went out to like the coin flip and was like, we want the defense on the field, and the ref like saved his ass and was like, you want to defer, but we could have just kicked off both halves. And Jair got suspended for it because he like wasn't supposed to be out there.
Bracket, you know, both these teams coming in after tough losses in the first round. They both played their hearts out, but it came down to the last quarter. Both teams definitely have the talent level to be in the main bracket too, would say.
Both teams struggled in the first quarter, but found their footing in the second quarter, and now we're a lot closer.
Got some really, really big ball games coming up tonight. You got DGN taking on very talented Stag team this year. And you also got Metamora, they take on Fenwick.
That starts, Lemont starts with the ball. That's a hard fall. Now Lewis brings it up. Lewis over to Pearson, who spins around to Brzezinski. He gets the basket. He's got 13 points now.
There he is. I mean, we highlighted him earlier. He's going to have to do that all half to give them a chance.
Castillo working on Pearson. Castillo gets rid of it. Down in the corner. Paskowskis.
Legal. That's on Paskowskis. It's on him. He's got to come out, man. This is his third foul there. It's a guy you need in the game, too, if you're Lemont.
Yeah, Lemont in some foul trouble. Quite a few fouls in the first half. Lewis spins around Castillo, gives it Pearson. One corner to the other. Pearson to Brzezinski, back to Pearson. Who's back down low. Brzezinski in the post. Goes up with it, can't finish at the rim. Rebound Runas. Paskowskis gives it, three-pointer, knocks it down. Matas Gadushevicius with a big-time three.
Look at that.
And here's the steal. Paskowskis working on Pearson, and he lays it in.
David versus Goliath there, but hey, David beat Goliath, so there it is right there, and now all of a sudden an 8-point game.
38-30 the score. Lewis has it. Brings it up. In some trouble. Gets it down, floater, air ball, rebound Brzezinski, and he lays it in.
Of course
15 points for the big man.
Of course he's there for the cleanup, Connor. I mean, he's just heart and soul right now of this offense.
Lemont slowing it down. Pearson on the steal. Jalen Pearson goes to the basket, lays it in. 38-34.
Lamey.
4-point game.
Quit playing with him.
With some better tempo.
Go.
Runas.
Press, push it, push
slips
it.
and falls. Lewis kicks it to the corner.
Ooh. And a Pearson on the swing pass, but they get it to the big man.
Brzezinski goes up. Jump ball. Naz gonna get the ball.
Not sure, again, that's a little questionable of a jump ball call there. He's had 2 of those, but they saw it better than us.
Brzezinski throws it. Lemont foul on Matas Gadikavicius. So we're gonna do the inbound all over again.
I think the shot clock hasn't been a big factor in this game at all. Both teams not really struggling because of
they
it.
play with the up-tempo they play at. Really isn't a problem.
But later in the game, as the stalling starts to happen, I feel like it's going to start to become a big factor.
Callahan has it. Drives, spinning. Gets it stolen by Runas.
Pickpocket. You know he's going to slow it down. Why not?
And this one's going to go out of bounds. Lemont basketball. Coach Runas wants shorter, quicker passes from this Lemont squad.
Get on the floor.
Ball gets stolen. Who's got it? Castillo.
Look at that hustle.
They want a backcourt.
Oh, come on.
Oh, there's the over and back.
There it is. Look at that hustle. Forcing turnovers. That's what it's about right there, folks. And give him some credit. Getting on the floor for the team, forcing turnovers, creating momentum. Look at that. They forced a timeout. That's awesome. Doing the dirty work.
38-34, 4:55 left to go in the third quarter. You're watching Jack Tosh basketball live on York Sports Network. We'll be back after the break. Back from the timeout. Pearson has it. Wants a screen. Goes the other way. Goes to the basket. Oh, what a move!
Oh my goodness!
Can't
what a
finish.
Move.
But the second chance basket from Callahan is good. It's a 2-point game.
Why don't you guess who's there to do the dirty work? He just did it on the defensive side. It was Callahan. Team player. That's a travel.
Oh, I call it reach and foul. Racine Johnson.
So a 2-point game again. Nazareth living in the paint lately.
Brskowskis swings it over to Runas. Lotzbach gives it over. Ooh. Oh, that should be.
It's a block.
It's a block.
His feet weren't set, but
yeah,
definitely had the potential to be a charge if he had his feet set, because he was out of control dribbling that ball.
Yeah, just couldn't get set in time. Sometimes that's just the one difference. Tina blocking a charge. High pass. Castillo. Brskowskis. Back to Castillo. Castillo has it. Kicks it out. Brskowskis pump fake. Puts in the corner. High pass. Castillo.
That's
Corner
blocked.
three.
Who's blocked? Is it a foul on? Yeah. Foul on Lemont. Another turnover, just killing them. And here comes the true freshman for Lemont checking in. You know, he had a big impact earlier in this ball game. We'll see if he can do it again.
Pearson over to Lewis. Pearson swings it over. Austin to Pearson. Lewis, 3-ball. It's long. Saved.
Wow.
Oh, what a save it. They throw it off of Idishkovich, and it goes out of bounds.
I wouldn't be surprised if Nazareth wins this game now. I mean, they totally seem like they want it way more than Lemont since the half. The coach must have really fired them up because they're playing with fire in their eyes. They really want to win this game.
Lemont pushing the floor. Runas goes.
Way to draw the
drives.
contact. Oh.
Can't get the N1. Almost got it.
Boy, great job of drawing the contact, though, and going that fast down the court.
Yeah, Ryan Runas trying to end Lemont's scoring drought. And that's Lewis's 4th foul. So Lewis is out, DeSantiago back in.
All right, so back to a 3-point game.
1 for 2 at the line. Still a 1-possession game. Pearson kicks it out. Alston. Nazareth. They got to get the ball over. I think they're way too passive in that sense. On the basket, they go up with it. It's going to be missed. Castillo on the rebound. Johnson couldn't finish at the rim. Castillo kicks it out to the corner. 3-ball. No. Callahan didn't come down with the board, but it's out of bounds on Alanis Castillo.
Still waiting for the Roadrunners to make a push for this lead. They seem to always get down to 2 or 3 and then just have a hard time.
Pearson in some trouble.
Could this be the possession?
This was a dangerous pass. Callahan couldn't come down with it. Castillo read him like a book. In the corner. Now swings it to Runas. His 3-ball. No good. Pearson, who's got the rebound. Nazareth. Johnson fights him away.
Ooh, Pearson,
Oh,
shifty.
Pearson in his bag. 3-ball,
Come
yes!
on! Come on,
Tie
Pearson!
game. 2:37 left to go in the third quarter.
DeFrozen, baby.
Fourth quarter, moments away from starting, and Christian, what a great game do we have here right now. It's 46-45. Naz just got the lead back, but both these teams playing extremely well offensively, and they're going back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, Connor, that second quarter, this game really slowed down. Now it's starting to pick back up and get excited. Hopefully I didn't just jinx it because I want to see some action here. But, yeah, we got ourselves a good one to say the least right now.
Castillo has a man flying, now gets the open three. Can't knock it down.
Well, I think the Roadrunners caught a break there. You know, Castillo's pretty much cash money every time he's open.
Working on that flick of the wrist, just didn't get enough rotations on the ball. Pearson, Johnson kicks it down. And this ball just goes right to Lemont.
A little pickpocket action
Schneider
there.
bringing it up. And Schneider, fake going up, went down low, and it goes off the foot of Pearson. Take a listen to Runas. Schneider, now Castillo, now Runas. Schneider has it.
Indians are starting to show a little bit of weakness against this Roadrunners defense. They've turned it over multiple times in this second half here.
Schneider drives, left side, goes up with it. Can't get it, rebound Pearson.
Look at Pearson, look at this matchup, the true freshman versus the star senior. Interesting here.
Callahan has it. Callahan spins. Off his pivot, gives it to Alston. Pearson has it. Shot clock at 6. Pearson pulls up. It's short.
That was
Rebound
great
Castillo.
defense. That was awesome defense. Exactly what you're looking for if you're Lemont.
Castillo kicks it in the corner. Schneider goes out, gives it to Runas. Runas driving, kicks it in the corner. Schneider, 3-ball, no. Rebound Alston.
These are the possessions where you can start closing a basketball game out, guys. This is where the Roadrunners are going to have to capitalize if they want to win.
2-minute scoring drought. Pearson kicks it in the corner. Now Callahan goes up. Callahan can't get it to go. Who's got the ball?
Little tip
Runas
ball drill
has
there,
it.
huh? Tip ball drill.
Doesn't have numbers, gonna go. It's Schneider under the basket. He loses it, goes out of bounds.
Kostowskis to check back in here. Seemed to be missing his presence as of lately on the defensive side of the ball for sure.
Oh, Naz in some trouble.
There,
pass.
there he is on the defensive side of the ball, just
Castillo
like I mentioned.
has it, gets past Pearson. Now he kicks it out. Castillo has it once again. Sets it down. Glotzbach back to Castillo, who's in the corner. Still up to Piskowskis. Over to Runas. Now Glotzbach. Runas.
12 seconds on the clock. Shot clock.
A lot of back and forth. Who's going to take the shot? Glotzbach trips and falls. No, it's a foul.
That's just a critical situation there. It's one of the plays you can't foul on because the clock was down to around 7 seconds, and he just used a little too much body, and now the clock already set to 35.
Glotzbach checks out.
Here comes Wisniewski. They need him back in there for sure.
Yeah, good to have their leading. Their leading scorer back in the game.
Pearson him tied for league scorer, so yeah. Both of them. Huge second halves.
Naz with a bigger lineup. Wierzinski in the paint. Guarding up. Runas pulls up for three. Yes!
Bang, bang, bang!
First basket of the fourth quarter belongs to Ryan Runas. 48-46. Austin. Over to Pearson, who gives it one more. Wierzinski gets fouled, trying to go up. He's going to go to the line.
Lemont foul number 14, Jackson Durking, his first, team second at the line to shoot 2, 33.
This is where you really see what your team is made of. When the stamina is starting to fall, I mean, you guys are going to have to step up and make shots, and the shot makers really start to come out of their shell here in these last few minutes, and this is where teams start to close out ball games, and maybe we'll see some OT action, but if not, one of these guys is going to have to step up for one of these teams.
He goes 2 for 2. We got a tie ball game.
Now you could say, Connor, he's leading scorer now.
Yeah, now he's the leading scorer. He's got 17 points. Uncontested leading scorer.
Pearson on Castillo. That's got to be the matchup of the day, huh?
Oh, 100%. Some great matchups here. Oh,
What a
nice cut to
cut.
the basket.
There he is.
Douglas, who just checked in, gets a quick bucket. 50-48 the score.
I mean, they've been missing his presence. He's had 4 fouls, and right as he comes back in, makes a beautiful cut and an easy layup. Lead is now back to the Indians.
Pearson swings it over. 3 ball. Callahan. No. Oh,
wow. Oh, tip ball drill.
Pearson still has it.
Give him the ice.
Pulls up for 3.
Oh.
No. Rebound, Wierzinski. Hot potato. Who's got it? It's Castillo who gets fouled. Runas brings it up. 3 minutes and 40 seconds. 2-point lead for Lemont. Douglas kicks it out. Now Runas over to Castillo. Castillo, pull up, jumper. Oh, rims out. Rebound, Callahan.
What a nice move. Just couldn't get the bucket, but it's awesome.
Pearson over to Austin. Austin goes up with it and lays it in with the right hand.
There's the big fella.
50-50 your score. Paskauskas has it. Paskauskas drives. Reverse layup, it goes in.
Way to blow by the defender. Just a nice finger roll. Love to see that. That's what I was talking about. Scorers coming out of their shells here, the late minutes, and see it there.
Pearson has it, sends it down low. Wierzinski as wide open as can be. 52-52, we're going back and forth.
Now it comes down to whoever gets the most stops, honestly.
Haven't seen one in quite a bit. Paskauskas drives once again. Drives left, goes up with the right.
Right now, Lemont playing like they want their consolation hopes to stay alive.
Naz in some trouble, kicks it out. Pearson, wide open 3. Short. Rebound, Naz. They get the offensive board. They have a second chance. Pearson. Ooh. Callahan has it.
This is where the shot clock starts to play a role, folks.
19. Wierzinski down low, loses it. Gets it swiped. Runas on the steal. Runas going. 3 ball. Paskauskas can't knock it. Who's got it? Wierzinski. Oh, nice spin move from Pearson. Taylor Pearson.
So a little over 1 minute and 30 seconds here remaining. Roadrunners could use a basket.
Big drive, kick to Pearson. Pearson.
You know who they're going to.
Pearson wants a screen. Goes the other way. Pull up jumper.
Oh
Not
my
gonna
goodness.
go.
That was a great move. Just rolled in and out.
Wierzinski couldn't get the rebound. He goes
Oh!
up, gets rejected.
Get that out of
Austin,
here, big fella.
right there. Aiden Austin with the block.
That's a great timeout.
Timeout called by Naz. Down 2 points, 1 minute and 8 left to go. Full timeout for Naz. We'll be back in a minute. Final minute to go. 54-52 lead for Nazareth. You're watching York Sports Network. Back from timeout. 54-52 your score. Lemont with the lead, Nazareth with the basketball. 1 minute and 8 seconds left to go. 29 seconds on the shot clock. Lewis back in the game for the Roadrunners. It's the starting 5 for Naz. Where's Aninsky? Has it. Hands it off. Now down. Pearson goes up, gets fouled.
Wow. Now he'll go to the line. Just a great job drawing some contact. Possibly gets an and one, rolls in and out. So now has a chance to tie this ball game at the line.
First free throw is no good from Pearson.
Very uncharacteristic of Pearson. We know he's been amazing all game, and that's his spot right there, the mid-range.
Missed his last few attempts short. And he misses short once again, goes 0 for 2 from the line. Paskowskis.
We'll mention there's a 13-second difference between shot and game clock, so see what they decide to go with here.
Castillo. Paskowskis in some trouble. Over to Castillo. Runas.
20 seconds here remain.
Glotzbach kicks it over.
Shot
the freshman
clock at
loses
5.
it. Castillo in some trouble, swings it up. Just got to get a last-second shot up. Paskowskis.
That's a violation.
That's a violation.
They call it. They call it. So 11 technical on the Roadrunners. What happened? They just gave him a technical for asking for a violation? Are you kidding me?
Did they just tee up the coach?
For asking for a violation. Are you serious? How? I guess we'll see if the ball doesn't lie here. I mean,
oh, they give it to Pearson.
Well, Pearson, all he did was, Connor, he tapped his head, which means shot clock violation. He was just asking for one, and the ref got mad about it. I don't know about that call. That's ridiculous.
I mean, it's crunch time.
I mean, this is the free throw of the game right now.
But then that's huge because they get the ball back.
Oh, my goodness. Come on.
There's an error.
Are you kidding me? Like, you got a great ball game in this gym. I mean, fans are starting to pack the stands to watch this last shot from the Roadrunners, and they play great defense. They get a great stop. You're going to give a technical foul for asking for a shot clock violation? Like, are you kidding me? What do you think, Connor? I mean, he did nothing wrong.
I was shocked.
If we had the instant replay, we'd show you guys, but I watched this whole play, and Pearson did nothing wrong.
Saw nothing wrong. And I think the Nazareth coaching staff wants a further explanation of this foul. Both teams in timeout. We head to a timeout ourselves. 11.4 seconds, 56-52 lead for the Nazareth Academy Roadrunners. Or I'm sorry, Lemont Indians. Back from timeout.
Nice 2-second break there.
Lemont with the ball following the Taylor Pearson technical. Brzezinski tips it.
Foul,
Runas
foul,
has
foul,
it.
foul, foul.
9 seconds left.
Foul.
Castillo. Lewis wanted a jump ball. I think that foul's going to go on him. It'll be his 5th. No, they call it on Callahan. And you go back to the technical.
The fact that this came down to a technical foul is ridiculous to me.
That base. Oh, they lose the ball.
And 1-3 time.
That's going to be the game, even if he makes this.
Wow,
he does.
He does.
Makes it a 1-point game, unfortunately. Final score is 56-55.
I don't get it. I mean,
Lewis gets his first basket on the final
that's
shot
ridiculous.
of the game.
That should have been a Naz.
The Taylor Pearson foul.
That's disappointing, man.
Lost him the game.
It was a great ball game all around, but
so Lemont moves on to the next round of the consolation side of the bracket. And we're going to send it down on the court for our post-game interview.
Coming up with Noah Jones, we got an interview with the star of the game for the Indians,
Alanis Castillo, and their head coach, Rick Runas. So thank you all for watching. Final score is 56-55 in favor of the Indians. I was Connor Troy. With me was Christian McQuaid. We thank you so much for watching. More Jack Tosh basketball on the way.
Stay tuned for the interview.
We're covering every game. Stay tuned for the interview. Next game will be on shortly after that.
I forgot to delete the things.
Yeah, if you want to get interviews as well. Jones, are we good? Ask Jack, we're good. Oh, yeah. All right. I'm here with Lemont, player of the game. How are you guys able to pull out this win, being so close at the end?
I think at the end we just hustled more than them and grabbed more rebounds. And we just hit shots, I guess.
What made you stand out individually tonight?
I think my three-point shot was going in. And I create for the other team, for my teammates.
How are you guys going to use this as momentum going forward in the consolation bracket?
We had a tough loss last night, so we're going to carry out this momentum.
Thank you. All right, Coach. Very close game down the wire. You guys were able to hit your shots down the line. What made you want it more than Nazareth tonight?
I don't know if we wanted it anymore. Just shots went in at the end. We got some clutch free throw shooting. Alanis, played a nice floor game, and Kalaitis Paskauskas in the fourth quarter got to the basket a little bit, and then some key free throws at the end. Did just enough.
Obviously, you guys had a tough loss round one. How are you guys able to bounce back today?
Just keep playing, right? Next opportunity, and another close one today. We could have easily won last night. We could have easily lost today. You just keep playing and see what happens.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thanks.
And with that, this has been YSN signing out.